Hey everybody, it's another Sunday night. Just fix my hair as usual. How is everybody? Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure my microphone's on before I start. So, hey Francis, can you hear me? I haven't worked out this mic yet. What's on, what's off. Yeah, cool. All right, how is everyone? Welcome to Sunday night again. Need to clean my glasses first. Hi, Sugar Mama. Hi, Mel. Julie. Hi, Kim. I can't see. All I can see is like some names and they're like blurry. Let's have a look. Hi, Raquel, Julie, Kylie, Mel, Kim. Bev, how you going? Hi, David. How are you, honey? Kim. Hi, Nikki. How are you, sweetheart? I voted for your cards the other day, so I'm putting out there that they're going to win lots of awards. I know they're going to be awesome. So everybody get onto Nick's webpage or Facebook page, Nick Bibes or BBs or however you want to pronounce it. He'll answer to anything. And vote for him for his cards. His Incredible Oracle has been nominated for some card awards, which is the Tarot Awards and Oracle Card Awards. And we want to see him with those trophies. So everyone jump on and vote for him. Also, while I'm thinking about it, Nick does see my batteries. Oh, it's not even plugged in. Might help if I plugged it in. Nick does lives every couple of days, so keep posted on his Facebook page as well, because he does some incredible readings during the week, and he's always on, he's always polite, and he's always willing to help anyone out. So if anyone's looking for some advice and guidance, jump on Nick's Facebook page and look out for his lives, because they're really informative, like incredibly informative. So yeah. Hi, Inika, how are you going? So tonight, everybody, I'm going to talk about mental health. And I know that it's a really important subject out there. And I know that many people out there actually suffer from it as well. And I always like to have a little bit of yarn while everybody jumps on, and we're waiting for people to come in before I start to do some readings. And so tonight I just wanted to talk about mental health. And just how impacting it is on people's lives. Now, for those of you that don't know, I've suffered mental health problems most of my life, and I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and it's a behavioral disorder that inhibits the ability to regulate emotions. Okay, so I will cry at the drop of a hat, or I'll get frustrated and angry at the drop of the hat, and it's really confronting for the people that are near and around you. Because sometimes they think it's about them, or sometimes they take it personally, especially when it's partners involved and loved ones and carers and family that are sort of like involved in it as well. And it's so for me, it's really been a sort of like a challenging 6 months, but there is some help out there. And it is a slow process, and it's one that you have to be dedicated to do, but help is available. So if anybody is out there that's sort of like struggling with any of the personality disorders, or any depression or anxiety, please reach out to somebody, because help is available. You don't have to do it alone. I've been blessed that my partner has been absolutely incredible throughout my journey. And let me tell you, I've put her through hell and back, it's a challenge still every single day for both of us. And I know that we're not the only ones going through it. And, for me, I think it's it's a race against time, or that's how I feel it is anyway, a race against time, because you're trying to outrun this demon that's been chasing you all of your life to be a bigger and better person. And it's really difficult, because one of the biggest fears is abandonment that we have with this disorder, but it's also a lot of self-loathing and a lot of self-hate. And I know you guys see me all of the time on the Banter, and I appear happy and stuff like that, but there's always two sides. There's the entertainment side, and then there's the back side as well. But I just wanted to let everybody into a little bit of my intimate circle, just to let my struggles, so that there is that relation for people being able to correlate and understand that it's not just the little people that suffer from mental illness. It's huge. And guys out there, David, a lot of the guys out there, they suffer from it as well, and it's really, really difficult. A lot of guys won't talk about it. And the other thing that's really important is that it's the Black Dog Mental Health Month as well. And a lot of people are raising money for mental health. They're doing that walk and things like that. So if you see anybody fundraising for it, jump on and support them, because there's such a stigma about mental health. And it's really hard, because it's not like you can see, the damaged brain. And that's one of the most frustrating things about suffering from mental health, is that people can't see it. And if they can't see it, they don't believe it, or they can't see it, they can't understand it. And it's not like you'll break your leg and you walk around with a cast on it and people go, oh, you've got a broken leg. The brain does break as well. And, there's so many reasons for it to malfunction, whether it's a biological reason, a chemical reason, whatever it is, it can screw up. And as a result of that, people sometimes do suffer. And so I just wanted to bring it to the forum tonight, being Mental Health Month, and, a lot of fundraising going on with the Black Dog rides and all that sort of stuff. And, I just wanted to throw myself in the deep end and go, hey, guys, you know what? I suffer mental health. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm ashamed sometimes of how it makes me act, but it's working through it. We work through it, we get through it, and do the best that we can. So I just, want to shout out to everybody that is struggling, especially with COVID. At the moment, it's so hard. We haven't seen our loved ones for, nearly 2 years, some of them. The kids are suffering, our work pressures of teaching from home. If you've got kids teaching from home and trying to maintain jobs as well, it's just the biggest screw up I think that we're ever going to see in our lifetime. But anyway, I just wanted to sort of put it on the table and put some love out there and put some support out there for you guys, and just let you know that I understand it. I'm coming across happy and jolly and stuff like that, but as the people close to me know, it's not always a big barrel of laughs when you do suffer from mental health. And I think probably the biggest example of that is Robin Williams. And I will never, ever forget. I'll never forget the day that I stood in front of the telly and saw that he passed away. Such an incredible person. And, I think that the louder and happier people are, sometimes, on the flip side of the coin, they're just as dark and unhappy with life. Anyway, that's enough of that topic. So I just wanted to shove it out there and send love out to everyone who's suffering. Rob the Reader's online. Hello, mother. Dudu, I love you. And shall we do some readings? Did anybody catch me today at Cheltenham Church? I did probably a good hour and a half of readings there, and I had some amazing evidence. Let me tell you, some really unusual evidence. I have to tell you about it. So I had fake eyes. Somebody came through and they had two people actually, and they had artificial eyes. Haven't had that before. Another spirit came through and Fabergé egg. How weird was that? I know you were there, Carol. You're my number one. You're my number one backup. Carol's my number one backup on so many levels, but I love her to bits. And yeah, she knows me well. But yeah, Fabergé egg, and just really, really bizarre evidence that came through today. So it was really cool. Balls of wool with knitting needles. What show would I written? We must always look forward, never back. There's nothing back there for us. Important stuff. Hey, San Diego. Kathleen, what time is it over there? Who else is from overseas? Abroad. Can't wait to get out of this country, I tell you. Ugh. Ariane, Bella, when are you getting your baby? I have to tell you something really funny. Probably because she's not listening, she's doing some work. But anyway, I've been hanging on getting a new dog, right? Because I would have any animal, but I've really wanted a dog. I don't care what it is, I just wanted a dog, right? Anyway, the law's been laid down and I'm not allowed to have a dog. And I get it, I understand it, you know, but doesn't stop me from wanting a puppy. And I picked it out. I picked it out. It's the one that I really wanted was a cross between a golden retriever and a poodle. I don't know what it's called, but I call it a Google. But I have no idea what they're properly called. But anyway, so the law is laid down. I'm not allowed to get a dog. Do you know how many of those dogs I've seen today? Like literally every time I see a dog on the street, it's one of them Google dogs. It's like spirit saying, get up here. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that funny with you. A Groodle. I don't know. I call it a Google. But anyway, I've seen about 3 Googles today, and it's like spirit just waving it in front of me, going, haha. Oh my God. Francis, if I could get a gypsy cob, I'm not allowed to have one of those either, but oh my God. Seriously, SD Empire, that horse is magnificent. I would have any one of their horses. You know, just I just want to kiss their little moustaches. They're so cute, right? But yeah, if I could have anything, I think it would be a gypsy cob. They are magnificent horses. But yeah, Bella, stop laughing at me just because you can get a puppy. So anyway, what she doesn't know is that I went out and bought birdseed instead. Right? So I'm going to corrupt the birds from across the street. The lady across the road's got a house, and she's got all of these rainbow lorries. And so I went and bought some birdseed and a water container, and I'm going to get them on my balcony. So if I can't have a dog, I'm going to have 20,000 lorikeets instead. So, yeah. I don't think she's watching, so I might be safe with that one. But anyway, I bought look, a big bag of birdseed. And this little one for the lorikeets. The magpies. I used to have magpies in Omeo. What was their names? I have to remember now. Albert. We had Albert from Alberta, and we had. Oh, I can't remember now. Yeah, I've got the Heather. I've got the nectar. I used to have pet lorries. Lorikeet and honey eaters, okay, but there's always spare fruit and stuff like that anyway, and they should eat veggies as well. So yeah, but anyway, I'm going to corrupt the birds from across the road and steal the lady's birds. Your stepson lives in Omeo. Wow, that's really cool. All right, so shall we do some readings? I know. See, I always wanted a horse, and they wouldn't let me have one. Yeah, well, I want a gypsy cob, not just any horse. I want a gypsy cob. They're beautiful. Your abundance has an Your place has an abundance of bird life. Look at you guys getting frustrated because you want me to read for you, and I'm yapping on about rubbish. There you go. So I'm just having a mild brain fart at the moment. Call on the cob. You're an idiot. That reminds me of Dolly's first doll, Tassel Top. I have to show you a sneak preview. So I've been asked to illustrate an oracle deck, and I'm going to give you a sneak preview of the artwork. Just wait a minute. I'll get your opinion. You can tell me whether it's shit. Okay, so I do have a couple of oracles that I'm working on, but I thought I'll just show you a quick. What do you think of this? I don't mind constructive criticism, but there's one. That's the first one. And this is the second one. A two-headed snake. Woo. It's not finished. There you go. What do you think of those? Give me the constructive criticism. You like them? Gee, thanks, guys. You like the first one, Cara? Yeah, they're all going to be different. They're all going to be. I have no idea. I'm just letting it come through. Spirit's just doing it as I go, and I'm actually doing it as a therapeutic thing as well. So it's sort of like my downtime is my painting and artwork, and I'll just construct these. You know, they might take a year or more to do it, to do the full set, but we'll get there in the end. And I do have another oracle that's coming out. That one's nearly finished. That's really cool. Can't wait to get that one out. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. You're going to have to wait. David Lace Bother. I love the two-headed snake. Nick Bones. What? I don't know what you're talking. You like him, Doodoo? Yeah. The snake one's not finished yet. Oh, both. Yeah. All right. So, what else do I have to tell you guys? Some hoon. I can hear a hoon. Hoon. You like them? Yeah. I have no idea what deck it's going to be. I'm just fiddling around with the artwork. I've got so many projects on at the moment. I just need to calm the farm a bit because it's a bit scattered, and I've just taken on some new work as well. Hence that our banters on a Sunday night are now going to be 8:30, guys. 8:30 till 10 o'clock. Okay. 8:30 to 10 o'clock. Beck Hogan. You can book a reading by going to my website or my Facebook page. Let me put up the thing. Where is it? That might be it. There you go. AustralianPsychicBarber.com. You can jump on there and book a reading that way, and we can chat. Crystal, I can see your message there. I'm going to raise that as a subject, actually. So let me just grab it. Okay, guys. Just sending some heartfelt support out there to Crystal, who's lost her husband. It's always really difficult when you lose a loved one in spirit. And as a psychic medium and a death doula, one of the first things that people ask us is, are they okay? And I can tell you the answer to that is yes, most definitely, because they don't have a physical body that keeps them in their ailments, that keeps them in their angst. So they are in the purest essence of their soul form. And so they are okay, and they do know that you love them, and they know everything that's going on, and they're still very much there. And I've explained it to you guys before, but I'm going to go over it again. So this is how I explain death, okay, in the most easiest form that everybody can understand. If you think of ourselves as an ice cube, okay, we're water in a physical form. Now, when we put water into a pot and we boil it, it becomes steam. When we put water into a freezer, it becomes ice, okay? But it's still water, whether it's solid or liquid or gas, it's still water. And so the way that I explain it is that in transition or passing over, what happens is it goes from a solid or ice to the gas form, which is spirit. So essentially it goes from an ice cube to steam, if that makes sense. So it's very much the same. They don't change. They're still who they were before. Water's water. It doesn't matter what state it's in. And so when somebody passes over or passes into spirit, what actually happens is they just shift state. They're still there. They just don't have all the physical ailments or the pain or the suffering or any of that they had when they were in their physical body. So, Christelle, I hope that allows you to find some peace. And please know that he is always there with you, sweetheart. Okay, shall we do some readings, guys? Do you want some psychic readings or do you want some card readings? Can you book in for a haircut, David? David, look at my hair. Do you think I'm I had to cut mine the other day. It's the biggest I mean, I didn't touch the front, but the back of it, try and fade your own hair backwards. The first time I tried it, I just about cut my ear off. You want cards? All right, hang on a minute. You want both? Sneak onto the chair because I have a daggy pair of cargo jeans on, and I'm all dressed up from the top, but yeah, you don't want to see the bottom half. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to use these little Zen cards because I loved them last week. I can get them out of the box. Oh, Ariane, I think you're super cute. I thank you. Is your husband around you, Frida? Of course he is. Hi, OT. How are you? I didn't see you last week. Where were you? Okay, I just have to ask a question, guys. Who has either had somebody pass with brain cancer or somebody suffering with brain cancer? Can somebody just let me know that, please? And while I'm waiting for that, just remember, if you are wanting to connect with your loved ones in spirit, please consider booking a private reading, okay? Please consider booking a private reading because you get so much more than I can give you on the banters, okay? So much more because it's more personal, it's more direct, and, it's in a more intimate setting as well. So please consider it. There's a few of you on here that really do need readings, but I can't always do that. And certainly when I do bring spirit forward on the Banter show, what actually happens is I can only give a certain amount of information due to just the public. What's the word for it? Just the content. You've got to be empathetic towards the content, if that makes sense. Oh my God, that many brain cancers here. My husband had a non-malignant brain tumor and had bone cancer. My friend's husband passed 2 months ago from brain cancer. I lost a dear friend who's connected to a Mark and the brain cancer. A Mark, the name Mark. So either somebody knows a Mark, and I need to connect this Mark with this brain cancer just very quickly. I think Ariana's trying to get in. Can anybody connect to a Mark and brain cancer? Tracy, does your brother, is his name Mark and he have brain cancer? Or he's passed with brain cancer? Can anybody place this, please? I don't want to hold up the Banter because I want to work with cards, but I've just had somebody jump in, and I need to pass this message across. RJ Tiwara, how are you going? Who's from overseas? Let me know. Tracy, all right, Tracy, I'm going to grab you. My husband's name is Mark, but no cancer. Tracy, so your brother-in-law's name is Mark, and he had brain cancer. Is that correct? I want to work kind of fast with this one, Tracy. If you can get back to me pretty quick. Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, it's him. And he's passed over, right? Okay, he's talking about a feeding tube and the struggle with a feeding tube, Tracy. He's just showing me the struggle with a feeding tube. And so I have to bring that to the front. He's also just wanting to acknowledge, too, the planting of a tree. So I don't know whether you can place that, whether somebody planted a tree for him or he's aware that there's a tree, if that makes sense. But just quickly, he's just coming through and it just wants to send out an embrace to everybody at the moment. He's talking about an anniversary as well, or some type of anniversary that's coming up, either birth, death, or a passing anniversary date, or something like that, birthday. He's just wanting to acknowledge the birthday. He's also just wanting to say hello to everybody. And he's given me the number 3 that's relative as well. So I don't know whether he was one of 3 or had 3 kids, but he's just passing that across. And just ask if you can spread that message around, if that makes sense. Spread that message around and just pass his regards on to everybody. He's telling me that he's free, he can breathe again, and he's saying, it's such a relief to not have the headaches, which is just beautiful. He's also saying he's keeping an eye on everybody as well, and I think it's something that he would have said when he was living also. I'm going to keep an eye on you. So Trace, can I leave that with you? And I hope that makes sense and you can pass that on to the rest of the family. Okay, let's do some cards and see what we've got here. All right. I need to write down who I read for because I get all confused and it gets all over the place. Ugh, that notepad's empty. Okay, let's have a look here. You want a card, Nick? I will give you a card, of course. I got these new little Zen cards given to me the other day in the post. They were sent over. The card that's jumped out, Nick, is wisdom. Okay, it's a wisdom card. Treat everybody and everything with loving and compassion. Well, they may as well just put your name on the top of that because you are the epitome of love and compassion. When you see no difference between the sacred and the profane, the saint or the sinner, that is the ultimate wisdom. The saint or the sinner, when you see no difference. Okay, so basically what they're actually saying here is, and this is something that you do all of the time, Nick, but for some reason it's come up, so I don't know whether it's a lesson for you or a lesson for somebody near and around you, but basically what it's saying is we should love everybody the same, everybody with the same compassion. Nobody should be loved or cared for difference. We're all on this earth to learn. We all have different lessons, and it's not for us to sit in judgment on somebody else's journey. Okay, and so whether it's a saint or a sinner or however you want to define a person, love them just the same, because you don't know what they're going through and you don't know what's actually made them the way that they are or the way that they're presenting in this moment. Okay, there's always a reason behind somebody's behavior. Okay, so Nick, that's a really interesting one to come for you, but I'm just going to pull out another one because I just want to just see what our spirit's got for you. So the second card that's come up is forgive, Nick, or forgiveness. Okay, and I want to apply this to yourself, forgive or forgiveness. I haven't even read the card. Yourself and everybody around you. When you judge others, you are the one who feels pain through forgiveness all pain disappears. I think this is about forgiving yourself, Nick, and I want to apply this to your connection with your sister. Okay, so I don't know what it is that you're harboring guilt for, or whether you're trying to take blame or hold space for blame or something there. But what I just want to say is just forgive yourself and love yourself unconditionally. And as I said earlier, when you judge other people, you're the one who actually feels the pain. And so just forgive them and let it go. When you can let it go, it disappears. When it disappears, you've learnt your lesson, if that makes sense. So Nick, there you go, 2 cards there that I think are very beautiful. But I think that one is specifically for you. And I do think it's in regards to your beautiful sister. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Where am I going now? Don't forget, guys, when you're on, jump on, like, share, let people know that we're on. More the merrier. We have a big party. We can't get out about on COVID, so we may as well have a party here. Oti. Okay, where are you? Let's see if we can get through a few tonight, guys. Oh, somebody's jumped out here. Truth. Loyalty, Oti. It's come up as loyalty. Okay. I always look at these cards and I think, I wonder if that means loyalty, because I have no idea about anything Asian, other than it makes me itchy. Become loyal to your innermost truth. Follow the way when all others abandon it. Walk the path of your own heart. Okay. Now, Oti, this is about not being a sheep. Okay. This is about following your own true divine path and not following that of others' expectation. Okay. It's just saying, you have to be loyal to yourself. You've got to own what you need in your life. You can't just, live your life by everybody else's belief systems. And we get caught in this paradigm all the time. We all the time trying to fulfill ourselves based on what other people, or based on what we think other people require from us. And as a result of that, we just end up miserable. Okay. So Oti, this is the lesson here. Ask yourself, what do I really want to be doing with my life right now? And follow that path. Okay, follow the path. As Dolly said, if you're not happy with your road that you're on, pave another one. Okay, and this is just talking about get on the path, follow your own heart. And, when others abandon it, just keep on going. You don't have to follow them. The givers up, they'll just go in another direction. But that doesn't mean that you have to follow suit. Okay, so stay at it, keep going. You can achieve whatever you put your heart to, and as I always say, focus, believe, and achieve. So Oti, there's your card. It's good to see you back on. Sonia. Okay, let's have a look. I love these cards, guys. I wonder where to put the packet. No idea. They're Zen cards, and they're square, and they're so nice. And I haven't dropped them yet, doo-doo. Ha-ha. Whoa, doo-doo, I just threw them. Oh my goodness. I just threw them. Sonia, I've had 3 that have jumped out for you. Understanding, problem solving, and what's this one? Inner peace. Okay. So I've had 3 that have jumped out. So I have to read all 3 of them. What happens to you doesn't matter. What you become, though, what you become through experience is all that is significant. This is the true meaning of life. Okay. The way to remove darkness from a room is simply to turn on a light. It's the same way to rid yourself of any difficulty. Concentrate on the solution rather than the problem. Okay. Inner peace brings fulfillment. Attain it and life works. Give it away and happiness becomes elusive. So essentially, Sonia, what these cards are saying is that whatever you put out there is what you're going to attract back. Okay, if you put out negativity, you're going to get that back, because you're going to attract it. Like attracts like. Okay, and so it's showing me that you're you're searching for that meaning, you're searching for further guidance, but you're also sort of like sitting in expectation as well of what it should be and how it should be. I'm really drawn to the fact that it's saying in this particular card, turn on the light. Now, I always think of a light as an idea, a new idea, a new concept. Okay. And this is talking about a solution. Okay. So think outside the box a little bit. Just look at whatever it is I get tongue tied tonight, guys. Think outside the box, and whatever your challenge is, ask yourself, step back from it, be the hangman. You're not trapped, you're just upside down. Have a look at a different perspective, come at it from a different way, because if you don't like, what was it? I'm trying to think of this one quote. I think this is a Streisand quote, actually, that she said many, many years ago. And it's, you can't expect to get the same results. You can't expect to get something different if you continue doing the same thing, something to the effect of that. But, that's what the message essentially is. If you want something different, you got to do something different to get it. So, Sonia, I'm going to leave you with those 3 cards and hope that you find some guidance in that message from Spirit. Okay, where am I going? Just reading some messages here, guys. I need to book a private one day. Love you, Rings. Thank you, Oti. You're so cool. Can I have a reading or a card, please? Yes, David, you can. I'll just wait for Spirit to tell me when. Okay, but I certainly will do that for you tonight. Please, a card. If you. I'm just waiting. Just bear with me for a second. I kind of have a Spirit in and out, but he's not really coming forward. So let's just continue. Ariane, I don't feel there's any move coming soon. I don't think there's any move for anybody coming soon, but it's coming down to timing on that one. Okay, so I am being guided to say just be patient. It's not the right timing. Things shouldn't be difficult when they're meant to be. It'll happen. It'll just unfold naturally. And so when you put pressure against something, you put force behind it, and it has a tendency to sort of like break into shards, and you're sort of like left with something that's totally stuffed up and something that you didn't want to begin with. So what I am being guided to say to you is just be patient, because if you push now, you're not going to get the result that you're wanting. Okay. Hi, Jody. Lauren, how are you going? Who's from overseas? Rebecca Lacey, how are you going? Gemma, where are you from? Okay, while I'm shuffling, guys, I've got a lady in Spirit who was on a dialysis machine. Okay, she's telling me she was on a dialysis. Are you from Scotland? Bonnie, Scotland. Whereabouts? My family's from Iona. Oops, Scotland. Yeah, I've got a lady that's in Spirit with me at the moment, and she's telling me that she was on dialysis. Okay, and she does seem to have like a darker complexion, if that makes sense. I can't wait to go to Iona. Stop it, Ariane. Stop. I'm stuck in Australia. Okay, so Inika, you're talking about it. So I've got a lady with darker complexion. She looks Islander, actually. That type of complexion. And she's telling me that she was on dialysis. She would have been a bigger lady, but weight loss towards the end, if that makes sense. But I also feel too that she bloated up towards the end of her passing as well. So does that still sound like Mum, Inika? She loves bright colors as well, and has beautiful hair, and loves to have her hair. I don't know whether it's hair braided or brushed. I can't really get a grip on what she's trying to say, if that makes sense. Seriously, you guys, stop rubbing Scotland up my butt. Okay, I really want to go there. And we're stuck. We can't even go to New South Wales. She loved her hair brushed. All right. Inika, does it make sense that Mum had kidney failure? And that she was on a dialysis machine. She loved the bright colors. She loved her hair brushed as well. And I do see quite wavy as well. Does that make sense with Mum? And singing was really important to her. And I can hear several women singing around her is what she's actually showing me. Several women singing around her, it's women, definitely women, several women. So I don't know whether, or she's saying daughters were singing around her at the time of her passing, but she's just telling me that there was beautiful harmony being sang as she transitioned. Does that make sense? I just realized I got my coffee here. It's going cold. I'll show you my mug tonight. I'm not weird. I'm a limited edition. I love my weird mugs. Are you off, Sherida? Okay, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us. My brother was with her when she passed, but she was in ICU and we couldn't visit. What's the singing, Inika? Because she's talking about singing. So did people sing around her? Because that's what she's telling me. There's very angelic voices that she's talking about. And she had big hands. Does that make sense? Like I feel like her hands are big to hold and embrace people in as well. She's very intuitive, Inika, is what I'm being told. She's very intuitive, and she's a very strong lady as well. Love to cook and love to look out from everybody. Look, it could be something that she heard at the time of her passing, but she's saying the angels singing, and that's all I can do is pass across what I'm actually getting, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm just going to pass a quick a message from her, okay? And the message is to keep on going, all right? She does see you gathering things together, okay? Now, I want to say, or what she's actually showing me is the bringing of different components together. So whatever you're up to, sneaky business is what she's saying, sneaky business. So it has to do with work or some sort of side project. But she's just saying, develop it slowly and it will be lasting. Okay. Develop it slowly and it will be lasting. Okay. Now Mum's talking about, wanting you to buy something for yourself. So I don't know whether it's in reference to some finances that she's actually left you, but she's saying, please buy something for yourself, because you work hard and you deserve it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. But if you do want to go further, please contact me for a private, what the hell? Please contact me for a private reading. Oh my God, check this out. Fred Green, the blood of Jesus Christ saves sinners. Holy shit. Oh my God. Who wants to get that one? Haven't had an idiot like that for a while. Let's get rid of him. The blood of Jesus Christ. I have to tell you something funny. So at the moment, there's this thing on Netflix going around. I can't remember what it's called. But all the young ones have gotten into it. by Fred. All the young ones have gotten into it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's pretty horrible. And our little ones have been subjected to less desirable websites. That's it, Squid Games, yeah. So we had a word to them the other day about watching this Squid Games thing because it's not really appropriate for kids. It's pretty vile, and there has been several scenes pulled from it. But alongside that, they have also had they've also been subjected to some sort of like a dating site or something. I don't know what it is, something that's going around at the moment. And what actually come of it is that how our kids got hold of it was from these other kids who are like totally really religious. And it just goes to show you that, you know, Jesus doesn't save them all. Now, I'm sorry if you're all Catholic and Christian, I'm saying that with love, but it's just so hypocritical because those that scream the loudest fall the furthest. So I just thought I'd bring that in there. My cousin Carol is watching. Hi Carol, wherever you are. Can't see you, but anyway. We need Carly on here. She's our pit bull supervisor, hey, right? Okay, so yeah. Oh, wait, we just had a giggle and a half. Hi, Georgina. I would love to know if I'm going to get one of the 3 jobs you apply for. The middle one, Georgina, whatever the middle one is, it's a shorter application. But I feel like there's a callback on that one as well. So I don't know whether you're going to get called in for 2 interviews. Hold that thought. But it's whatever the shorter application is, and I feel like it's the one that's in the middle. Good night, not my night. Sharon, where are you? Overseas somewhere. Hang on a minute. I'll pull you a card. Sharon Williams. Watch water drop onto the rock beneath it. One drop does nothing, but many drops over time create a hole in the rock. Such is the power of patience. There you go. Patience. I think they call them witches' rocks, don't they? Rocks that have had water put a hole through them. Witches' stones or witching stone or something like that. Why are you guys exiting? Like, come on, Bella, where are you going at? You get cranky and nick off because I don't do your readings, guys. Come on. No, it's only early, 9:28. We've got half an hour left. Anyway, patience. Okay, that's that one there for you. Hi, Kerry. How are you, sweetie? Hagstone. Thank you, Trisha. Exactly, Hagstone. Patience. You have no patience. Maybe that's what it's saying. You need to have patience. Belinda, hi, Bet. Can you see what my mum thinks what's happening to me in the last 2 years, please? Yeah, I am doing well. You're still there. You guys crack me up laughing. Come on, look, we've only got 29 followers. That's pitiful for you lot. I have 2 hagstones. They are lovely. I haven't found one yet. I've got a friend who found one that was massive, like absolutely massive. We're still in lockdown. Yeah, me too. Okay. Where am I going? Can you see what my mum thinks of what is happening to me in the last 2 years? Belinda, I'm really drawn to this question. So I'm going to jump in here. I need a drink. Hang on. Oh, you bought them. Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay. Before I start your reading, Belinda, I just have to tell you this story because you're all going to laugh at me and know exactly what a twat I am. So I go to Berlin, right? And I have this thing about collecting little pieces of rock from wherever I go around the world. So I decided that I was going to hack out a piece of the Berlin Wall, right? So I went to Switzerland, and all I wanted to get from Switzerland was a Swiss Army pocket knife and a Toblerone. So we go to Zurich and we get the Swiss Army pocket knife and the Toblerone. So then we head off to Berlin in Germany, and I decided I'm going to hack out a piece of the Berlin Wall with my Swiss Army pocket knife. So I'm like totally paranoid because all of the people that said, you know, around near Checkpoint Charlie, it's really dangerous. And so, you know, we're slogging along thinking we're going to get murdered or hijacked or killed in the Berlin Wall or something like this. And for those of you that haven't seen the Berlin Wall, it's totally graffitied. Like, there is graffiti all over it. So we rip out the textures and we graffiti the wall as well. And we're having our photos taken, but I'm determined to get a piece of this Berlin Wall. So 20 minutes later, I'm still hacking out a piece of this Berlin Wall. And it's like concrete. It's so hard, and I'm hacking it out. Eventually, I get a pebble, right? I get a pebble. So we go back to the train station. No shit, guys. And here's this big sign: Berlin Wall pieces for sale. €7. And no joke. I just spent an hour and a half hacking out a piece of the Berlin Wall, and they've got it for sale down at the train station. So yeah, that is a true story. Getting back to Belinda, what's happening with you in the last years? A lot of transition happening with you. I'm really drawn to your health at the moment, and so I can see some things going on there in and near and around your health. I'm really drawn to your back as well, so I'm not quite sure what that is about, but I feel like there needs to be more support brought in for you. Okay, and I can see a separation as well, so I'm not quite sure whether that separation is a physical separation with a loved one, or whether it's a separation of some sort of detachments from something that you've had to let go of. So I just want to say that, yes, she is aware of it. She's aware of the transition, and she's also aware of the continued struggle that is resounding from that, if that makes sense. So I am sending you lots of love, Belinda, and I do hope that that message settles your mind a little bit. You're laughing at me. Have a chunk of the Great Wall. You have the Great Wall of China. See, I've got a pebble from Dollywood. I've got a pebble from Dollywood. I've got a rock off the Normandy beaches. I've got a piece of the Charles Bridge from Prague. So there you go. Hi, Sarah Jane. How are you? I'm going to pull you a card. Something is wrong with my iron levels. Can you shed some light? Lena, have you had them tested, or are you just assuming that there's something wrong with your iron levels? Oh, card jumped out. Dudu wasn't watching. What do we got? Loyalty. Oh, look out. My mentors jumped online. Okay, loyalty. This is be loyal to self. Become loyal to your innermost truth. Follow the way when all others abandon it. Walk the path of your own heart. I really didn't need to read the back of that, did I? Because I kind of said it before I even looked at it. Look in the mirror and love yourself, Sarah. There's been a little bit of the past dragged up recently for you. That's sort of like been a vision of reflection. And I just want to say to you, please, just take it easy. You know, don't judge yourself too harsh, and just, you know, settle pedal. You know, just settle down, settle your energy. And when you look in that mirror, just remember that the face that's looking back at you is a kind, generous person. And you need to love her just as much as you externally love everybody else. So I hope that makes sense for you. And I'm going to leave that message there. Where am I going here? Who are you leaving them into your will, Jenny? She's leaving it to me, Jenny. Can you do one for me? I have 2 Egyptian prophecy stones. I don't know what a prophecy stone is, but I didn't steal it from a pyramid. I purchased it. I didn't steal the Berlin Wall. I just acquired a pebble. A hoof from Gallipoli, a donkey hoof. Okay, that's kind of a bit creepy, but I can't wait to see that. For those of you, by the way, while we're speaking of Francis, my paranormal investigation at Francis's Light Horse Museum will go ahead. Okay, it's been postponed. due to COVID, but it certainly will go ahead, guys. So if you have booked in and you're wondering what the hell happened to it, it's still there. All of the stuff's ready to rock and roll. But as soon as we get let out of lockdown, then we'll be heading up to Francis's property and we'll be giving that a good ghost hunt. And I can't wait. Also, while I'm on the topic of feet and bones, if anybody has any weird bones from animals, I am collecting bones at the moment for a project that I'm working on. They don't need to be massive, just little bones, but I need to know the animal they come from. So if anybody finds a parrot or, anything wild or anything like that, and I would really appreciate some help collecting some bones because I can't do it all myself. And yeah, it's a love project, and I just thought I'd put that out there to you all. Rightio, shall we read some more? Lena Grace, your iron is low. You just put a bird in the bin. Oh, Jess, a bird in the bin. No, Bella, I've got Fox. Whose backyard can I dig up for bones? Okay. David, let's do a reading for you. Oh, your cat, got it. My cat talks to birds. She's so funny. Has anybody ever heard a Maine Coon talk? Seriously, that thing can just about speak. All right, David, one's jumped out for you, honey. It's Peace. A beautiful purple color as well. Aubergine. To create peace in the world, you must be unruffled within. Become tranquil. Walk in stillness and act in harmony. The serenity that radiates from you will create peace. Oh, look, David, I think that this is sort of like a twofold card for you because I do see you very uptight at times and very complex. Okay, waters run deep with you. And I know that, there's a lot of people in your life that take advantage of you because you are such a good, kind-hearted person. And I just want to say to you, just remember to respect your boundaries a little bit as well, because, sometimes people do take advantage of kind-hearted people. To create peace in the world, you must be unruffled within. So essentially, that's just saying that, what you are on the inside is a reflection of your world on the outside. So you have to be tranquil on the inside. Does that make sense? Because I feel like I'm going around in circles. And what Spirit's actually showing me is the eye of a storm, how calm it is. And it doesn't matter what's going on near and around you in the world, just remain calm, remain grounded, and everything will be always okay. Serenity, okay, is the key component of this card as well, because it does radiate from you. And by doing that, it will sort of like almost like encompass you, embrace you, and just, put you in that beautiful spot. But you have to create it yourself. Like attracts like. And so you just need to sit in solitude. Meditation, I want to get you to do this week, please. Even if it's while you're cooking your hamburgers or whatever, just sit in solitude. And I'm going to bring this to the forum as well, guys. When you have a cup of coffee, be present with your cup of coffee and enjoy it. Don't, shove it down your throat 100 miles an hour. Actually enjoy your cup of coffee, be present with it, and enjoy it. Okay? So, David, I'm sending lots of love out to you. And, I don't want to see that kind heart trod on anymore. So stand up for yourself, lad, and, have a bit more respect so that people can then respect you. Does that make sense? Hey Jax, how are you going? Thank you for that beautiful message. I'm so glad that you enjoy the show, and I love being here. I am changing the show from 8 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. on a Sunday night. Just time. before the end of the weekend. Okay, so I'm going to be trying to do a lot more readings for you guys in the time that I have, but I'm going to be cutting the banter to 90 minutes instead of 24 minutes. Is that right? 24, 12, whatever. I'm so bad with maths. Anyhow, yeah, let's bring through some spirit and see what we've got. Oh my God, what is it? Everybody's watching. The Hendersons and the Ingrams. Is it? Oh my goodness. Okay. Crazy. All right, so do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a crystal reading. I found my crystals the other day, so I have this little bag of crystals, and I'm going to do a crystal reading. Wait a minute. Okay, let's have a look. I need to pull out the ones I don't need, though. Hang on, because I've shoved them all in here. Don't need that. All right, let's have a look here. Can you have one as well? All right, I'll do a quick one, only because I just give you a reading before. What does David need? Oh, it's the Heartstone, David. Chrysocolla. Okay. It's about opening your heart. You know, the heart has 2 chakras. This is the higher heart chakra. So it's about turning your love on yourself. Okay, basically. But that's what's come out, a little crystal packet. Hey, can you say hi to my son Lee? You heard the move by accident. Can you say hi to him, please? Hi, Lee. Where is he? Have you got him at your house? Lee, if you're listening to this, can you pinch your mum? Just because I wanna. Where's my bird? So does that mean the grandbabies are there as well? I'm sending love out to you, Lee. I know that you had such a tragic accident, and I don't think I'd prayed so much in my life as I did that weekend. So I'm glad that you're feeling a lot better. And sending love out to you and the kids. And it's good to have you back, lad. They're not watching. Then why am I saying hello to them for, you twat? Oh my God. Seriously, woman. By the way, you look so attractive on that bike the other day. That water bike, whatever it was. I just wanted to push you in. He says thanks. How can he say thanks if he's not watching? You're weird. He's watching, you twat. Oh, okay. I've got some earrings to send to you as well, bimbo. I love Erica. Hi, honey. How you going? All right. Let me do. Let me pull a card for Lee. Let's have a look and see. So this is my friend Erica. Her beautiful son Lee had a very serious accident a few months back, and thank God he's on the road to recovery. I've just pulled him a card, and it's the truth. Okay, so listen up, bright eyes. What is. What is not. Sounds like Dr. Zeus. Hey, green eggs and ham. I got to read it again. What is. What is not is not. No amount of wishing or wanting can change that simple fact. So essentially, Lee, what has happened for a reason. You can't change it. You just have to move on and just understand that it's a part of life's lessons. And I'm pretty sure you got this one loud and clear. So this is just an affirmation and a confirmation that, you know, sometimes overcomplicating things, you know, doesn't get us anywhere. Sometimes, you know, when we simplify things and go to the basic fundamental grounding truths, that's where we find the answers. And so, Lee, there's a bit of soul searching coming up for you. And I just want to say to you, ask yourself truly, what is it that it's about? What is it that you truly want? And ask yourself, who am I? And I think that you're going to find some pretty awesome answers there, lad. Sending love. And yeah, next time you see your mum, just push her off the chair for me. Love you, Erica. Okay. What did I see something about here? Canada. Danielle, I always miss you live. It's 4 a.m. here in Canada. Why are you awake at 4 a.m.? I'd better quickly do your reading before you fall asleep. Hi, Ruby. You had a 2-meter fall at work a few weeks ago. Are you okay? Oh, blah, blah, blah. That's a translation for it's bloody cold in here. Oh, you randomly woke up. You randomly woke up because you Canadians want readings, right? Okay, well, you know what? Is it snowing there yet? The present is what you can have. The past is over. No shit, Sherlock. The future will never come. Now is the only moment that will ever exist. Therefore, live each second to the fullest. I think that's a really good message for you, Danielle. I think that too much time is wasted sitting in the past and also worrying about the future. And I think that's a lesson for all of us to sort of like just apply ourselves to the now. Worry about the now. Focus on the next step, not the mountain ahead of you. Okay. And so, yeah, don't worry. Stop worrying. Take your mind out. Just focus on what's right in front of you now, and that's your pillow. So go back to sleep, have sweet dreams, and we're sending all the love from Oz. And hopefully, once this bloody lockdown is down, we'll actually get to Canada for that show we're supposed to be having. The mountains have snow. Okay, I'm putting out crystals. Let me see where else I need to go. You're laughing. Ruby. Digging around in my crystal bag. Oh my god. Ruby, you've pulled out a garnet. Ta-da! It's my garnet stone. It's the base chakra. Okay? Grounding, Ruby. Okay? Think it in your head, feel it in your heart, ground it in your feet. Okay? Ground it in your feet. I do see that, you know, there's a lot going on in your head at the moment. There's a lot of thoughts going on in your head. But I want you to ground it all, okay? You need to let some of it go, let the earth take it, and you need to just sort of like lay some roots down. There's been a lot of changes, and I feel like I want to say to you, flippant changes as well as Spirit steps in. It's almost like you flip from one thing to the next without completing something. So Spirit's just saying, lay down some roots and just stick to what you need to be sticking to at the moment, if that makes sense, and just focus on where things need to be, not, you know, where you're worried they should be, if that makes sense. So I hope that will help you out, Ruby, that message. Carly, what have you got there? What are you writing? Definitely come to see Carmel. We had the best show with Carmel the other week. We had so much fun on that live forum. I don't think you were on there though. But yeah, it was so much fun. David, next Sunday at 8:30. Rach, is it? Rach Rara? Is that how I say it? Okay, Rach. Oh, you missed it. Oh, that's a shame. We had so much fun. I know they recorded it, Danny, so maybe see if Kamel has it. Anyway, Rach, I just wanted to say to you as I'm hang on a minute, I'm going to pause it. Everyone's going. Good night, Danielle. Lots of love. I have to see her eyes in person. Yeah, I know what her eyes are. They're incredible. Exactly. Happy Thanksgiving for everybody in Canada. So true. Thank you, Gemma, for reminding me that. Yeah, we have a friend in Australia who was so desperately hunting around yesterday for pumpkin pie, bless her heart. It's not the easiest thing to find in Australia. I'm not quite sure how she went, but Claire, if you're watching, happy Thanksgiving from us. And to every other Canadian, my dear friends, you know, I love you all, and happy Thanksgiving. Okay, but let's all be Thanksgiving, because we all have a lot to give thanks for, right? We don't need a special day. But anyway, Is she? Wow. I need those cards. Oh, Francis, did you see the video that they did for Carmel yesterday of Empire? My God, guys, we're talking about River Lane Ranch and some dear friends of ours, Carmel Baird, who used to be on the TV show Mum's a Medium, I think it's called. Can't remember. She's going to kick me for it. It's either My Mum's a Medium or Mum's a Medium, something like that. But it's a TV show. You can see her on it. But anyway, she owns River Lane Ranch. It's this incredible horse ranch in Alberta, I think it is, Canada. It's in Alberta, right? Yeah. And Edmonton, that's right. And she has gypsy cobs. Mum's a Medium. Thanks, Danny. Gypsy cobs, and they are the most magnificent horses on this earth. They are beautiful. They are the most gentle giants, and they're just so beautiful. Raquel's saying there, Mickey, her daughter, was riding him yesterday. He is amazing. You've got to get on there, River Lane Ranch, and have a look at these horses, guys. Get on and look at SD Empire. He is the most incredible horse that I've ever seen, and he's so gentle and beautiful, and all their horses are, but he is in a league of his own, I have to say. But anyway, that's enough of my admiration for that ranch and those people and their horses. But yeah, do yourself a favor and have a look. It's absolutely incredible, and they are the most beautiful, down-to-earth, loving family that you'll ever see. It's kind of like the down-to-earth version of the Kardashians, except they're real people with big, beautiful hearts, and their ranch is always open to everybody, and their horses are so healing as well. So that's enough of my admiration. I've said it all the time, but I'll move on and do some readings now. Get on and watch her. Mum's a Medium. She is the most incredible medium as well. Yeah, they are. He's got beautiful blue eyes. Look at you guys. You're making me all gypsy cobs. Hi, Lena. How are you? It is amazing. Just jump on and have a look. She always posts up amazing videos. Now, I have... There you are, my little pit bull. We needed you earlier on. We had a Jesus basher. He told us that Jesus killed sins or something. We were praying for you, Carly. Where were you? Okay, now I do have somebody with spirit with me, just quickly, because I don't want to bring all through the readings, but it's a little bit sensitive, okay? It's a younger person, okay? And this person did take their own life, okay? I had to have a haircut, okay? This person did take their own life, okay? And I don't really want to give how they did it, but it's a he. It's a young boy or a young man that did take his own life. He did suffer depression and anxiety. There's a lot of guilt sitting there, and he wants to reach out to his family. So can anybody relate to a young gentleman, light-colored hair, round about, I would say, 17, who took his own life in recent times? Can you place that, please? Can anybody place him? Light-colored hair, okay. Danielle, I'm getting the number 3. I don't know whether it's 3 months or 3 years, but it's something in between there. But it's a very sensitive subject, and I don't want to bring too much out of it on a public forum. So I just have to be very careful with it. He's wanting to he's acknowledge a brother and a sister, okay, a brother and a sister. And he wants to just lay peace to his mother's mind that he's okay. All right, peace to his mother's mind that he's okay. I've also, I need to talk about the name Connor in specific, the name Connor as well, or Connor, either a surname or a first name. So I don't know, Carly, whether you can place that. But the name Connor or Connors, or he bought clothes at Connor, something like, maybe it's that. His mother is deceased. Okay. This wouldn't have been the first attempt, but it was a different method. He's telling me it's not the first attempt, but it's a different method. Yeah, Yaslin, can you place this, gentleman? 3. Okay, Carly, I need you guys to please write down what you can place, if you can. Just quickly, because I don't want to hold up the banter. We've only got a few more minutes, but he's got a brother and a sister. He had several attempts, but this was a different method that he chose. He's shown me a P plate on a car as well. Okay, a P plate on a car. And he's very empathetic and sorry for the pain that he's caused. That's the message. But there's a connection here with either the name Connor or the clothing brand Connor. And you can, okay. Did you, who's got the connection to Connor? No. Clothing Connor? I just need to separate it to figure out where he's sitting with you guys. Yeah, Jess, it's not. This is a suicide. Okay, this is a suicide, but he's also showing me it looks like a thick necklace. It looks like a thick necklace. Okay, like pewter or something like that. That was either given to him or it had special meaning. It's either pewter or silver. Quite chunky as well. Can either of you place that? Carly, I'm really drawn to you on this one. Car, the P plate. He's rattling keys. He's rattling a set of car keys. Come on, guys. He was a plater and the car was found in ESK. Car keys, yes. Oh, my goodness. All right. I think probably, look, there is a possibility of having two spirits here with me at the moment because you guys are going head to head at it, okay? I want you to both hold the name Connor, okay? I want you to both hold the name Connor because somebody knows about this name, okay? And there was a coin flip almost, like he's showing me, the 2-up coins. So this young boy is connected to somebody that was either an Anzac or marched in the Anzacs or played 2-up, okay? Because he's shown me the 2-up coins, and it's a connection to a grandfather or great grandfather that he's making reference to. So somebody that served in the armed forces, who was an Anzac. I have to say specifically an Anzac, okay? So I have to note that as well. What was I going to say to you as well? He showed me. very particular about his runners. He's saying very particular about his runners. Whether they're Nike, I don't know if they're Nike, but hold on to that as well. But rattling car keys, so you'll hear the rattle of car keys. Whoever's got this, you'll just hear car keys rattling for no reason at all. And he's telling me the record's going round and round and round. Okay, so I don't know whether that makes sense. He was 19, tall and skinny. Oh, that's good. TNs. Nike TNs. Okay, all right. Oh my God, look at you. You both got it. Ugh, that's crazy. The other thing I'm getting to is a connection to Ireland. Okay, so a connection to Ireland or the luck of the four-leaf clover. And there was also a discrepancy too with burial or cremation. Okay, so I think, they're not quite sure which way it went, but I think in the end it was a cremation, okay, that I need to mention. But it's sort of like they didn't know what to do, if that makes sense, because it was all so sudden and there was a little bit of to and fro as to what to actually do in the end of life process. Anyway, Carly, I really feel like this gentleman is for you, okay? And Yaslin, I also too see that Connor's an Irish name. Yeah. I think I've got both of you actually, Carly and Yaslin. He was cremated. Okay. All right. I'm being shown a dog. Okay. I don't know whether it's his dog or dog. All right. But it's like a Kelpie kind of dog as well. So I have to put that out there as well. Yeah, I've got two spirits, I think. Exactly. It's like a Kelpie kind of dog that he's wanting to mention, or a dog with a pointy nose. It's not one of those the dogs with the flatter faces. It's not a Staffy or anything like that. It's like I call them real dogs, if that makes sense. He has a Kelpie dog. Okay. All right. Yes, and I'm going to pass a message across to you from this spirit, okay? Because I do believe I have him with me for you. Carly, I also believe I have him with me for you as well. So I'm just going to quickly pass this message across. Okay, Yaslin. Okay, stop juggling things, he's telling me. Sometimes you have to stop and make a decision and stay with that decision, okay? You can't go backwards. No, sometimes you can't half jump off a cliff. You can't half do something. And he's just wanting to say that, had he have known then what he knows now, things may have been a lot different in his life, because there were risky things that he did in his life that he has regrets for, and then there are regrets for when he didn't take a risk as well. So he's just saying that, nothing is gained by sitting on the sidelines. He wants you to take every opportunity that comes your way and never look back and never justify the reasons why you've chosen to take the path you've chosen. It's your life, and he wants you to own it, if that makes sense. So just hold on to that message and we'll bring that forward. Carly. Okay, now your spirit feels just a little bit older, a little bit taller, and a little bit thicker body than the other gentleman, okay? He feels as if he's more, I don't know whether he's intoxicated or he just feels a little bit heavier in the body, actually, than the other spirit that I was working with a minute ago. He is dressed quite casually. And he has kind of a deeper voice, if that makes sense, Carly, a deeper voice. And he's got a shirt over a T-shirt. So shirt over a T-shirt, some jeans that are tucked in at the bottom, if that makes sense. But he feels a lot heavier. Okay, he's not shaven. I mean, he's got like a rough face, if that makes sense. And I know that there's a tattoo on his arm as well. So just hold on to that as well. Okay. And there's a name bracelet he's wanting to acknowledge too. So I don't know whether he wore a name bracelet, one of those silver name bracelets, or a gold bracelet with a name on it, or whether you have one. But he's making reference to a bracelet with a name engraved into it as well, okay? And Carly, he's wanting to just acknowledge, take care of the little one, and he's making reference to your young son. So I don't know what the connection is there, but he's just saying he's being watched over, he's being looked out for, and you can breathe a little bit easier knowing this. He's saying it's all right, I've got your back, okay? Now, Carly, I can't remember, but did this person call you sister? Now, I know that you wrote something back earlier that there was 3 boys or 4 boys and a girl or something, but he just said the word sis. So I don't know whether he called you sis. I think I did skip something past a little bit earlier where you referred to him as a brother. I'm not quite sure, but I heard the word sis, and that's what he's wanting to actually take from that, if that makes sense. And there's a earring or something in his ear. Now I don't know whether you have that earring or somebody has that earring, but there's something specific with an earring as well. He's got a wicked sense of humor, a funny laugh, and such a troubled soul. But he wants you to know that he's peaceful now. Okay, he's peaceful. He's watching over you. He's saying, get out of your head, girl. Okay, you think things are a lot worse than they actually are. And he's just wanting to say, take a step back and have a look from the outside. Okay, take a step back and have a look from the outside, because things are never as bad as they seem. So I'm going to leave that there with you. And I'm going to leave Yasmin. I'm going to leave that gentleman with you. Just know that soul is at rest now, and they are peaceful. And I'm just going to send that over and ask that you take that message. Carly, get back to me with that piece of jewelry, because I know that somebody has it. Jack Skillett, I'm always grateful for where I'm living. Lockdown would be hard if it wasn't for this special place. Is anything coming up for me before the night's out? If not, that's okay. Love being here tonight, and big love to both of the young man's families. Oh, thank you, Jax. I'm going to put this up on the screen for everybody to see. I think that's a card. What do you think, guys? The jewelry would be a watch. Carly, it's got a name on it. Whatever it is, it's got a name engraved in it, okay? Hi, Trisha. How are you? Whatever, it's got a name engraved on it anyway. All right, Jax. Suffering is the card that I've got here. Suffering. The cause of all suffering is craving, desiring things that you do not have, and suffering will follow. Realize this, and peace will be yours. Suffering will disappear, and contentment will reign. There's an old saying that what you have, somebody else is dreaming of. And whenever I find myself feeling crap, feeling down, feeling out, it happens with mental illness. I always become inspired by reading other people's stories, and it always makes me feel grateful and blessed for what I do have, what I have accomplished, and who I am. And I haven't got a spirit trying to get in, and I'm not letting them. Excuse me. And Jax, I think this is a message that you need to hear too, is that, being grateful and gratitude is such a humbling thing. And so many of us don't actually stop and think how lucky we are to have food in our bellies, to have, clothes on our back, to have roofs over our head, loved ones around us, because some people in life, they don't have that. So many people go through life without being touched, without being loved, without being cared for, thought of, forgotten. And so this is a really important lesson that, don't crave for things. Just be blessed and feel abundant for what you do have. Jax, this is an affirmation for what you've actually put up there. You're grateful for where you're living. Okay, you're grateful for what you have, for where you're living. And it's never to take things for granted. And I don't think you do that. But Spirit, for some reason, is just saying that this is your card. And this is a memory. So, peace will be restored when you realize just how lucky you are. And I don't even like the word lucky, to be honest. I think it's pretty fluffy. Abundant and blessed is the words that I would use. So we're all blessed in some way. But I think this is Spirit just saying that, you are humble, Jax, you are blessed. And, the people that are around you in your life are also blessed by your presence as well. So please acknowledge that and realize that the people whose lives you do touch, you may not realize all the time, but they're there and they're watching over you. So I'm going to send that across with love. And thank you for joining tonight. Okay, everybody, it's come to that time of the night when I have to say, see you later, bye. It's been a great banter. We've had some incredible evidence tonight, and I'm so blessed for working with the spirits that have come through that have been able to deliver some messages tonight. And it's always humbling as a medium to be able to connect to the other side and drag those messages across for you. Gemma, I'm a Gemini. Okay. Yeah, look, it really is to be the conduit between this world and the next, and to lay peace in the minds of the people that ask and question. So just remember, you can only be as good as you can be, and in that moment is where we have to stay. And we're going to have good days, we're going to have bad days, we're going to have ups, we're going to have downs, we're going to fall on our ass, and we're going to pick ourselves up. Okay. But we're always going to try and do our best, and that's what we have to believe in. So that's my final message for tonight. Everybody's laughing because I'm a Gemini. Inquisitive, always pulling stuff apart, still pulling stuff apart. But I'm sending love to all of you, to all of my family that joined tonight, sending love out across you. Thanks for joining. And I will see you all next week, same batty time, same batty channel. Take it easy, guys. Melburnians, I feel your pain. I am so over lockdown, it's not funny. And I just cannot wait. I'm so jealous of all you people out there living your lives and jumping on horses and swimming in waters and all sorts of stuff. I saw a funny meme today that said, we're going to travel overseas, and it's a picture of Australia. It's all different states. It's like, yeah, overseas is like New South Wales for us. Anyhow, does anybody know an Arnold? Arnie or Arnold? Before I go, because he's not going to leave me alone. And I'd like my throat back. Arnold. Anybody? Good night, Jess. Good night, Rob the Reader. Lena, good night. Sarah, good night. Kerry. If you see your boy, give him a hug from me. Nope. Okay, that's cool. I'll hold on to him then. All right, guys. Have an incredible week. Be gentle. And just remember, nothing ever stays the same. When you're feeling like crap, there's going to be a time when you're not going to be feeling like crap. So just wait for that time, hold the space, and understand that it must be a lesson. Sending love to you all. Good night, honey. Good night, Gemma. Good night, Canada. Good night, America. Good night, the UK. Good night, Scotland. Good night, Jim Bob. Remember that show? What was it called? The Waltons, was it? Anyway. Hi, Ruthie. I didn't even know you was on. Why didn't you say hi? Good night, Nikki, wherever you are. Love you all. And Danny, go back to bed. See you all next week.